Hi guys, it's the end of the day for me, and gosh, time just flies when you're having fun. And I'm feeling quite a little bit mental right now. I'm in my mental energy, so I'm just gonna step back and do a bit of a breathing exercise. I've been full on with admin today, and it's great because it teaches me how to be creative. It teaches me how to work and challenge myself, work with things that I'm not affair with, not used to. My technology skills are not the greatest, so I really have to push through at times because the easiest is for me to go, oh, it's coffee time, woo! Oh, look at the time, let me phone somebody. And I've really had to focus in terms of teaching myself that I've got to push through. Even if I set times for myself to say, okay, Michelle, between such and such a time and such a time is where you are going to put your head down. What I've become really good at in the last week or so, because I go into overwhelm and I have been in overwhelm, and I know part of that is my upgrade that I'm going through currently, because the Council of Eight have shown me this. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, guys, can we just make it quick? Can you just put a finger or I don't know, whatever you guys have got, can you just zip it in and it's done? Yet, I'm learning to be patient as the human that I am, and I'm learning to take time out. So part of my balance is taking time out. It's a beautiful sunny day here today, and taking time out like half an hour for lunch. Because those of you who have your own businesses, you know it's just a never-ending, but amazing journey of self-learning. And where I am today, I could not have done it with many of you could not have done it without many of you showing up for me. Sorry, that came out incorrectly. So I wanted to bring the council way through. Excuse me, I'm going to yawn. See, end of the day. And I take your bet some of you yawned with me. But first, I'm just going to bring us into our heart awareness and just get out of my mental energy, because being on the computer the whole day is, well, not the whole entire day, I'm exaggerating. Most certainly, my bandwidth is like, oh, it's stretched. So I'm going to ask all of you to close your eyes, place your left hand on your heart and your right hand over your left hand, and close your eyes. And excuse me, I'm going to yawn again. And just take a few breaths through your nose and out through your nose, and connecting into your heart space. Asking your heart to open, dropping into your body, letting go of the day, letting go of what no longer serves you. The day is past and we are here right now. And as I'm yawning, I'm getting out of my mental and dropping into my body. And as you open up your hearts, dropping into the consciousness of love. As we know, love is why we are here. And keep your breath flowing in and out. And as you breathe in love into yourself, breathe out love to the collective consciousness or to a family member. We're going to practice some heart math. And just keep breathing in love. And if you need to, release as I am, as I can feel my body, my heart opening, dropping out of my mental. Just keep breathing in love into yourself and breathing out love to a loved one or to the collective. And filling up every cell with love, being grateful for your day, Being grateful for a small thing or a big thing like having a computer, which enables somebody like me and all of you to stay connected, or a phone, or an iPad. Keep breathing in love right into your heart center, and you may feel some warmth in your body. You may not, that's all okay. Keep feeling your breath on the top of your upper lip. Breathing in love for yourself and breathing out the word love, whatever that looks like to you. And just staying in the space of love. I will bring the Council of Eight through and see what they have to say. And for those of you who are breathing, perhaps falling asleep right now, just notice your bodies. Notice the deep, deep, deep sensation of love. And I will see you on the other side, guys. We welcome you to this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world of ever-existing, no boundaries, unlimited, 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 unlimited awareness of space. And as we are coming through, Michelle, right now, we say to all of you, as the Council of Eight, as the angelic beings of light, that there are many within the collective that are noticing the lower vibrational beings. Humans live in a dense space. What do we mean by this? We mean that within the beings that are human, there are many of you within the collective that are noticing the heaviness of many of these beings. Many of your, how do we say this? Many of your officials that have been officiated, celebrated, uplifted, given to. Many of you have put them on platforms, and we know that you may not enjoy the truth of what is, yet it is the truth of what is. And what do we say in the truth of what is that it is time, as you were brought into your collective of the expansion of your hearts, we say that you are all one. So we have said this many times before, that in the noticing of being human, how are you shining your lights brighter? As we are coming through and we are noticing, and you are noticing, that there are times where in the denseness of being human, within the collective, there is a huge amount of clashing that is happening right now. There are many, many, many of you that are not even aware that there's clashing behind the scenes. And the clashing is a vibration. It is a lower density vibration. The clashing, we are not only talking about the war or the many wars that are going on around without many of you even knowing. It is a time in which, we have said this before, that in the upliftment of your beating, of your hearts, in the noticing within the collective awareness, that being aware, how do we say this? Being cautiously aware of what you are engaging in, what you are watching, what you are listening to, is where we would ask all of you individually to notice, is your heart in expansion, or is it building a wall? Many of you have built walls over the lifetimes that you have existed in. Many of you are in your own internal wars, perhaps. And what do we mean by this? It is time to stop engaging. When one is in a war, they are engaging, they are on, they are ready, they are fighting already energetically. You may not think that you are yet in the struggle of what is collectively circling around the universal forces. There are many walls and wars that are deceiving many of you. How do you work through this? Many of you are in the tail end of what the change is within the three. Many of you are questioning what has happened. Why has this happened? Many of you would notice that this is a time of evolving, yet we will show you with a pen and paper that the universal codes are a 3. The universal codes are a 6. Universal codes are a 9. 3, 6, and 9. And as you have a 3, 6, and 9, you are in the year of 3. Change, uprising, chaos. Massive, massive, massive amounts of deconstructions. We were going to use the word devastation, yet it is not a devastating time to be alive. It is a time to know that within the collaborations that you are finding, within the new friendships that you are creating, many of you are creating new friendships across the world, and this is a space where we are noticing, even though we are coming through Michelle today and we are seeing and you are seeing us on a screen, this is the movie that is being played out for you all individually on earth. Which movie would you like to watch? Which movie would you like to listen to? So within the 3, there is the flipping of the change. The change is happening right now in this moment. And we applaud many of you humans for what you are terming waking up, the awakening, the arising. Many of you have decided that it is time to let go of what no longer serves you. Many of you have decided that your addictions have been created from massive loss. Everything is created in form. Everything in form is being created. Please notice how we said that. This is a time more than any other time that one steps away, connects with their higher self, connects with their higher self, connects with their higher self. And if Michelle were to stand, connects with their higher self. Everything is in the workings right now. Everything is creation. Everything, be it animals, be it human, be it attachments of whatever it is in the process of progress. We know that many of you are feeling, and please notice how we are using Michelle's hands, feeling, 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 feeling. And when humans are in feeling, this is the precious moments of how you are within your processing of change. Many of you may have put your walls up. Many of you have decided that now more than ever, it is time to set a boundary as you humans. Talk about boundaries a huge amount. And yet a boundary may seem as if you are building many walls. Boundaries, yes, within human terms, we see, can be important, yet they can be destructive at the same time. So in our support of how we show up as the Council of Eight, we are saying that it is a time to keep in harmony. It is as simple as listening to a harp. When one is playing a harp, they are not stringing and stringing, they are playing. And please notice how we use Michelle's fingers. One hand may play and then another one. Yet if they are strumming, they are scraping, they are scraping, they are scraping. And when you are playing, it is a different vibration. So, are you scraping, are you scraping, are you scraping, or are you playing? Are you playing? Are you playing? We are excited for what is happening right now in the collective. And we are consciously conscious. We are the consciousness of God. We are the consciousness of angels. And we say, as the collective beings of light that we are, that this is a time for growth. How are you all growing individually? What choices are you making that are different to the choice you made this morning, or yesterday, or the day before, or the day before, or the day before, or the day before, or the day before? What drum are you beating? Are you beating the same drum? Are you beating the same drum? Are you beating the same drum? Yet in the changes of what is coming, and it is coming, it is happening. We are saying that it is coming as it is coming. Remember, as above, so below, as below, so above. It is as if the fruit trees are growing in a different way. So much is being celebrated from where we are at. Yet we know that there are the highs and the lows and the highs. So what are you choosing today? How are you showing up for yourselves today? And we would love, love, love to end off with a 3 and a 3. And if they were connected, they would bring the infinite of 8. 3 and 3, connection. Or C and C, connection. We may not make sense to many, and that is okay. Yet we may make sense to many, and that is okay. So we would love, love, love for all of you who are within the noticing of the changes, the flicking of the switches. Your lights are going on, up, up, up. Take time out to rest. Take time out of your cellular phones, off your wonderful computers. Take time out to be. May we ask all of you to close your eyes and allow your breath to go in and out, in and out. And we will end off with a toning of love. We are complete for today. Namaste, humans. Namaste, light warriors. Namaste, star seeds. Namaste, light walkers. Namaste, beings of light. Namaste. It is time for you all to stay and be in your lights. Namaste. Hey guys, so I don't know if you felt that. Whew, my heart is, sure. I most certainly needed that. And to be honest, I was a little bit concerned because I thought, whew, like, do I still have the energy at the end of the day? But I feel like my bags under my eyes have lifted. Maybe that's just me because the sun's coming through. But I just feel so upbeat now. But I could feel I was in my head. And interesting enough, I did one video before this, but I could just feel, I was like, oh no, it doesn't feel good for me to put out something that doesn't feel good for me. And it's not being perfect, it's not being super critical, it just felt like it was too heady for me. And I know I get guided. I know I get guided in these moments of what is my truth. And interesting enough, I did a video yesterday after this was regards to my apology of, the gathering that didn't happen. And it was fascinating because I couldn't download it. I started watching part of it to give a bit of a description, and then I couldn't download it. And I was like, okay, this is how they show up for me specifically, and for many of you. Please know that as much as I am the channel, I don't know if there's other channels for the Council of Eight. I had a client the other day that was beautiful, or that is beautiful, sorry, but she connected with me and said, I think she said something like, she either got up in the middle of the night and she got this definite voice of Council of Eight, and she didn't even know who they were, so she went searching and discovered me, and we had the most beautiful time together. So I may be the voice and the channel and the guidance for who they are, yet I know that we're all connected into the field. We're all plugged in, always. So from my heart to all of you, I'm sending you lots of love. And before I forget, hold on, see, I've got my happy voice on. Join me in the Council of Eight, and I'm going to give you the times and the date. So, my Monday the 29th of May, your 28th of May if you are in the United States and Europe. And these are the time zones: 8 a.m. my time, Monday. Pacific Daylight Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. London, United Kingdom, 9 p.m. So I look forward to all of you joining us. And please go sign up on my YouTube. I'll put the clip in on my website. Go and look. There's individual sessions, and there's the Council of Eight community gathering, which is $16. And I'm sorry to be pedantic, guys, but it's $16 per person, because otherwise I would have people showing up and being like 5 and one go. And I hold space for all of you individually, and in my opinion, $16 is not a lot of money, but it may be, that's an assumption on my part, it may be a lot for some of you. So I'll take that back. But even if you join once a month, it's a great amount of beautiful people, from old clients to old friends, and I'm not meaning old in terms of age, just so in case you wonder, but people that have I've stayed connected with. And it's so awesome, like, even though I haven't seen them for a long time, that when I see their faces, it's like, there you are. And that's what I mean by we're all connected. So respectfully, it is $16 per person, and you're welcome to bring other people on, on the Zoom link. But if you don't mind, please just let me know. And because I'm actually just thinking now, how does that work on a booking system when you're paying? Anyway, it will all work itself out. But yeah, I would just like you all to know individually that, if people are paying $16 per person, they show up. And sometimes I know that I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think you're all getting where I'm getting with this. And please just be respectful of of everybody individually paying their $16. And I don't even know why I'm going on about this, but I feel it is important because I know some people may think that they'll have their whole family show up, and I do hold space for everybody individually. So I hope you can understand that, and I'm learning to just be a bit more forthcoming in sharing this kind of information. It makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable, but I do know that I've had it in the past where people have taken advantage, and I'm learning to find my voice. So again, I hope I'm not offending anybody, but I feel it's important to communicate, and communication is key. So the more open I can be, the more that there's no misunderstandings or assumptions. Because when I've had it before, I'm kind of like in a session and I'm on the back foot when all of a sudden, 3 members show up in a session, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it is a learning for me. And again, I hope I'm not offending anybody, but it's just something that I'm learning to be more open about. So anyway, went off on a tangent there. I don't want to end off on this negative because I know that it feels heavy for me when I share this kind of information. And alrighty, how can we end off? Going back into love, guys. Hands on our hearts. And again, I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes. Breathe in love into your heart centers. See, this is part of the human experience, eh? Yeah, part of the human experience. And it's kind of like for me. Makes me feel so uncomfortable. Shit, it's something that I clearly got to work on, hey? And it's shut up, Michelle. Okay. Let's reshift the focus. I think you all heard me, got me. Thank you for hearing me. And while the sun's coming on this side, I'll put the sun on this side. And you see, I get so uncomfortable, I've got to make things funny. That's part of one of my coping mechanisms. So you see how you guys are getting to know me even more so. And this is me again, just being authentic. So yeah, interesting, hey? Something I've got to look at. So thank you for allowing me to share, guys. So let me end off with this. This is what I learned in school. And I'm going to ask you all to practice so that we can meet in the Council of 8 community, and let's see how you can all get this. Okay, listen. Okay, tongue at the back of the teeth. Okay, when you got that, ready. And all I say is hit, bana, na, chiki, na. Okay, one last time. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I learned that in high school. I hope that makes you laugh, and I hope that you all practice. That feels better for me. I just felt like I was ending off on a heavy note, and I didn't want to end off on a heavy note. So I'm going to take my dog for a walk, put the screen down, listen to what they had to say, and give myself some time out. From my heart to yours, guys, love is why we are here. I love you. Thank you for handling me in my awkward moments and my uncomfortability and my authenticity. Something that I'm continuously working on. So I love you all. Bye. Chat soon.